YouTube? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Deli here. Today in this video, I'm gonna bring you guys the Trade Deadline Podcast, episode 3 or 4. We talk about NFL retirements, the Tom Brady Brees dynasty duo coming to an era. We talk about NBA talk about the James Harden trade. If you guys like the video, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm with my boy Georgie. Jake's out of town doing something. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on TikTok if you guys want to subscribe to the YouTube. Stelly, I see you guys in the next video.
It was just about to be a Chiefs blowout.
Yeah, see, that's like, I think the Browns had a good opportunity. What was it, the fumble in the end zone that costed them? Like,
Bro,
that's
that was helmet. You cannot call that helmet to helmet, brother. You can't like.
I understand that, but like I said,
I get the difference between the college rule. Like in college, if like there's illegal use of the helmet, stuff like that. But in the NFL, they kind of let you slide. Like if you tackle someone's body with your helmet, like in college, like if your helmet, you're done. But like, and I get it's hard to make like a body tackle on somebody in that angle.
mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, the crown of his helmet was straight to the side of that dude's helmet. Like, this gotta be cold.
No, yeah, I agree completely, but like what I'm gonna say is like, I think the Patrick Mahomes incident, I don't think he had a complete concussion, like, because obviously he had stumble signs. His what was his toe was killing him. I think it was his left toe.
His toe was.
And like he was stumbling all over the place. Like it was signs of concussion, but like we were just talking about, I don't think his head hit the turf whatsoever. Like it might have, but like I said, I didn't think it did. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he was in concussion protocol, so like the thing was a concussion. Like it wasn't any other injury; it was a concussion. But like the thing is, like the reason why like I'm so optimistic Mahomes will play next week is like Wentz won last year in the playoffs. Like take his skill set aside. Like I don't care how he's playing. Like every time I bring him up, someone just has to talk about his ass. But like take that aside. Like last year when Jadeveon Clowney had that dirty hit on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like Wentz got up on his own, like he didn't look like Mahomes stumbling and shit like that. But when he eventually went out, stories came out over the offseason that inside the blue tent with the trainers, like he had no clue what he was doing or where he was. like he was playing football and Doug Peterson ran 2 runs. They punted it on that drive, then he never went back in. But like reporters were the trainers were saying like, yeah, he didn't know he was playing. Like he did not know where he was and what he was doing. Like he had no clue he was playing football. And like reports came out like he was like, oh, football in my hand, I'm supposed to be doing like he actually had no clue. It was like a playoff game, like what was happening. And then next thing you know, though, the reports came out that had Josh McCown won that game, Wentz would have cleared protocols and played that week and played against Green Bay. Which is crazy.
Like that's what like another thing too is like I understand, like I don't think it, like I think he'll play next week. I don't see why he shouldn't, because then see, here's my thing about the Bills and like him playing. They're gonna need him on the field. Period. Like obviously, Patrick Mahomes on your team, you got a chance to win the game no matter what what weapons you got, right? So, but going against the Bills, you're gonna need someone to compete with Josh Allen, and I think those two are just gonna show lights out. The 2 young cats who just want to win a Super Bowl, they want to win a ring, like they just want it, bro. Like I picked obviously my team to win, the Titans, but I had my secondary team as the Bills just because of that offense. Josh Allen, like that guy is looking like a young stud. Like I can't, like if that's one team that's going to put Kansas City out, I think it will be the Bills.
Me and Weeb's a Bills fan, and like I talk to Weebs, I think more than anybody in this world about football. Like there's a football game on, me and Weebs are talking about it. Like I don't think anybody like not being Rip Bozo, like nobody knows like how much me and Weebs talk a lot. And it's only about football. It's not about anything other than football. So like I've kind of over time, like I know so much about the Bills and stuff like that. So I've over time kind of become like a Bills fan. Like not a Bills. I'm obviously an Eagles fan. I always will be an Eagles fan. But like I find myself rooting for the Bills on like most nights. You know what I mean? So like if anything, I definitely want them to win.
Yeah, like I obviously like personally I wanted the Browns to beat the Chiefs, but they just don't have it there. Like as you like, what was that one guy who someone dropped like 2? I think it was a running back dropped like 2 passes.
Yeah, Nick Chubb, I know what you're talking about.
Bro, like those are 2 passes that they needed to get a first down to continue, bro.
But like what's it called? Can we talk about Andy Reid's balls?
Dude,
like that man. All right, like hold on. I'm just gonna put this whole play out, like this whole drive. Right, it's first down, you run the ball. I mean that makes sense. That's what most coaches do. Now second down, they thought they were just going to run the ball, take it to the 2 minute warning, then run the ball again, or maybe throw it if it's third and short if you get enough yards. No, it's second down, and Andy Reid just has him drop back for a pass. He ends up getting sacked. They still take it to the 2 minute warning. And then I thought, oh, it's third and 14. There's no way Andy tries to throw this ball. Like, there's no way. He's just going to run it, take it down to about a minute 20, and the Browns are going to get it. Next thing you know, he drops back and looks to pass it again. He ends up running it. By the way, terrible spot. That was a first
Oh
down.
no,
That was
yeah,
a
no.
terrible. That was a first down. But and then
Eh.
now it's fourth and short, and now it's like, okay, yeah, Andy Reid, you're gonna just take this. You're gonna call
Oh
a
yeah,
timeout and punt the ball, right? He snapped
nah.
the ball like. Mind you, this like if they had Patrick Mahomes during all this, like okay, like that's okay. It's the best quarterback in the league right now.
Yeah.
But this was with Chad Henne, dude. Like what? Like nah, like Andy Reid. That's some Doug Peterson shit, but without Doug Peterson's idiocracy in it.
Like that play, like you know that's coming, bro. Like that's the number one play they go to when they need a first down. It's a quick slant to
Yeah,
Tyreek.
but nobody like no, not me, not the Browns,
I didn't
probably not
either.
even the Chiefs thought they were snapping the ball. So the defenders weren't really ready for like the play. Like nobody thought they were going for it.
Yeah, no, like I totally agree. I just like it's their number one go-to play. It's a quick slant to Tyreek. No one, he's faster feet, obviously. Like it's going there. Once he rolls right and you see Tyreek there, somebody get on him. He's left wide open. Like I don't know. Like judgmental play call. Obviously, I
Like
don't
that's
make.
the thing about like defense to offense though. Like that's always one thing I've said. Like on offense, you know what's happening, so you know what to do. Like on defense, like you don't really know. Like yeah, it was a quick out, and like you can like say like you can look back like and say like oh you knew that was happening, but there's no way you don't know if he's gonna run a quick in or a quick out. The only person that knows that are the people in the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So you still have to be neutral. You can't play outside leverage because he can just go inside. Because the first down won the game. It's not like he needed extra yards. He needed an
no,
inch
yeah.
and he won the game.
Like it,
So that's still hard to defend. Because
I
like
just
the defense doesn't know what you're doing. It's literally just
nah.
Tyreek Hill, Chad Henne, and
You take your
Andy Reid.
1-2 read and then you got to make a play. Like you 1-2 steps, you got to make a play. Like I understand that. It's just I don't know. Like obviously, as like people watching on the outside, like it's kind of obvious. Like you see, like as soon as he rolls right and you see Tyreek take that slant, like you know it's going there. Like it's not going to walk it. It's not going to anybody else. Like it's going there. Like period. I don't know. Like another thing too, like we need to talk about is the last probably matchup of Tom Brady and Brees.
Dude, like that. There's no reason the Saints should have lost that game
No,
whatsoever.
none,
There's
dude.
no
Like,
reason.
like,
Okay, it's 20-13. Like, okay, I'm not even gonna talk about Drew Brees right now. I'm gonna talk about Jared Cook, bro. It's 20-13. It's 20-13. You're up by 7. You catch the ball. If you just fumbled, like if there was somebody that just peanut Tillman your shit, oh, too bad, so sad. Like that shit happens.
no, yeah,
But like if you saw him with the ball, he was sitting there acting like it was practice and that there was nobody on him. Like he was
mm-hmm.
just gonna glide to the end zone and no, like he had no care in the world. Like he's so bad at protecting the ball. Like just get down, live for another day. Like live for another down.
Like it's crazy too because I think Breeze, they showed a stat on the television that was, he threw his last 3 interceptions was in 2016 Week 14 against the Colts. Colts or Jags. It's an AFC South team, but like it's crazy too. Like I give him 2 of those interceptions. Right, he underthrew somebody, or didn't. Yeah, he underthrew
Brady
one.
had so many drop picks.
Oh
Brady
yeah.
had like 5 drop picks. But like Brady looked significantly younger than Breeze, and he's older. Like he looked like significantly healthier, stronger arm. And Breeze has had the month or so off.
Oh no, yeah, 100%. Like I think another thing too with like Breeze is obviously he's coming off an injury. He definitely wasn't 100%. You could just tell, like, but
Yeah,
it's
he hasn't been 100% in 2 years.
no, I mean old age, but like I feel bad because like they've got the playoff curse so bad.
Dude, it's terrible.
Like the
But like
past,
one thing I want to say though is like Tom Brady, he's gonna like I don't know like he's gonna play at least 3 more years. That's crazy. He's gonna be 46 in the league. But think about it. Think about it. Every year we're just and we've been doing this since he's like 38. Every year we're just like, okay, this is the last year that he's gonna be able to do this, right? Okay, like let's say he plays next year at around the same skill level he's playing now, right? And then he'll be what 44. and then let's say
Mm-hmm.
the year after that, when he's 45, you see a slight decline. Like you can tell there's a difference in Brady, but it's not crazy. Like he can still win and
Mm-hmm.
compete. And let's say they lose in like the title game that year, right? 2 years from now, they lose in the title game, the Bucks or whatever team Brady's on. They lose in the title game. They're still considered contenders. I don't think I don't think Brady would be that guy that can go out knowing his team is a contender but not having a ring. So even if he does have another steep decline and looks like a Peyton Manning or a Drew Brees, like I think he'll be in the league for at least 3 more years. I think he has the 1 year, one more year where he's going to look like himself. 1 year where there's a slight decline, and then one more year where he just tries to get a ring, where you could tell he's a shell of himself, but he's going to just fight it out.
Like that's the thing too with like Brady is like I don't know what it's like him and LeBron, bro. Like I just feel like I don't feel like
LeBron
Brady's
is so
get
different though. Like LeBron came into the league straight out of high school, so he had that age on everybody else. He's been in the league for 18 years now. But I
yeah.
mean, like it's like, I don't mean to say your hand on basketball. Like it's obviously a hard sport, competitive sport, but it's like 21 years of football versus 18 years of basketball. Like
No, yeah.
we've never seen 18 years of basketball as dominant as LeBron. Like no doubt about it. But like we've never even seen
Yeah.
somebody in the league 21 years, and besides Adam Vinatieri, which he's a kicker.
He's a kicker, yeah. That's not even the same
There's no
question.
like
Like
that is insane that
eh,
he's 21 years in the league. He's 43. Like as much as I hate Skip's take, he is 43 going on 23. It's
no,
insane.
it's facts. Like the fact that he's still competing at the highest level, and like a lot of people still right now at his age would take him as your number one starting quarterback on any team and still have a chance to make positive record. Like it's insane. Like I'm kind of glad that like he went to the Bucks though, because I'm gonna say this, because obviously he had great weapons in New England. He had Amendola, Edelman. Those are great weapons. But when you get a statue like 6'2" of Mike Evans and Gronk again, like he's destined to even like get close to winning the championship. Like he's one win away from Super Bowl. Like
Listen, we're never gonna see again a 40. We'll never say 43. We're never gonna see a quarterback this old and this deep into his career that a team is in the title game and it's not in spite of him.
no, that's what I'm saying.
Like Peyton Manning went out on a Super Bowl, but the team won in spite of him. Like
Oh yeah.
he got carried. Drew Brees was in the second round of the playoffs, but the team would have been like I think everybody in the world could agree that the Saints probably win that game if Jameis Winston plays.
Oh yeah. Like I saw that one clip where Drew Brees was talking to Jameis on the sideline. He was like, "This is your team now." Like you could read his lips. Like we'll get in retirements later on in the episode, but like
Yeah.
I just I feel like there's no reason the Saints shouldn't win that period. Drop pass, fumble, interceptions, turnovers, obviously, but like Breeze ain't gonna be the same, and I don't think he should try to keep going. He's never gonna be on the Tom Brady level. He's past Tom Brady in passing yards, passing touchdowns, but who
And
cares about
Brady's
that?
gonna dust. Brady's gonna
Oh,
dust him on
oh,
that game.
I mean, it's not even a question. I don't even think. I think Brady will reach
I don't think
almost a.
anybody will even sniff Brady's. Maybe like in the future, but like in our lifetime, I don't think anybody will sniff Brady's records.
My whole motive behind Tom Brady still playing. I think he wants to hit 100,000 passing yards.
That's insane. That's actually insane.
And like he's at
It's
what
not undoable,
71?
but like
He needs
that's a
five.
lot. That's like 5 years.
He needs 5 years. I think he could do it though.
He might. It's Brady. Like we're in uncharted territories here.
That's
Like
what I'm
we don't know
saying.
what's gonna happen. He could be 50 years old and still playing like he is now. Like we don't know. This dude is just insane. Like I
I
don't understand what it is.
I think he's trying to go for it. Like he's at what 71, 289 or something right now. Like like I don't see why he couldn't do it. Like I mean, it's Brady. Like Drew Brees has got
Brady's
him right now.
like how long Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has had like the scoring record. Like that's how long it's gonna be for like maybe even longer. Like it's taking somebody as good that's played as long as LeBron to even sniff the records.
I mean that's you got a 6'8" statue that runs the floor like a point guard. I mean that's a whole
Okay,
different story.
LeBron rolls out of bed 25 8 days, bro. Like I mean,
Like it's literally nothing. Like I'm pretty sure Tom Brady does the same. He just gets up. He's like, all right, let's go do this. Like I don't know what it is about them two, but like if you're looking like for long age and still playing better or still at the same skill level they were when they came into the league, like I think they're both like right at it. I think LeBron's got a little better, but like Brady, like peak like
I
20.
mean, like the odds that we would see somebody like LeBron and Tom Brady playing like in the same time for as like it's actually insane when you think about that. Like, what are the odds that there's two players that are doing things like we've never seen before, like playing this long as well as they are playing like this? Like that's actually insane.
Yeah, like, and another thing too is like the technology that goes into people's bodies nowadays. Like, there's so much. Like, if
Yeah,
you
there's
think,
technology and shit like that, but like you can say that, but then like look at Tom Brady versus your Brees, and like then you got to think like,
yeah, but
okay, yeah,
like,
these dudes are still superhuman.
yeah, no, like I understand that, but like when you take care of your, but like if you gotta think about it, if you're talking about like a quarterback that came in the 1980s, he's not lasting this long. You give him 12, 15 years in the league, all right, whatever. He's had his time, but like once you get into like this new age of technology and understanding the body and learning the physics of the body, like it is unreal. Like I guarantee you, Tom Brady spends probably $500,000 just alone on his body. Like I know LeBron
Yeah,
spends.
we all know LeBron spends like those numbers have come out. So nothing's ever come out with Brady, but yeah, we know LeBron spends so much on his money
I mean, obviously they're doing
on his
something that just the league's not going to say a damn thing about. I mean, obviously,
body.
it's making them money. So like, keep doing what you're doing. Hey, you know what? We'll just keep our mouth shut. Like, there's like, if you're talking, I get it. Everybody's different. You got different genes and stuff. But if you're talking in a physical sport, a physical nature sport like basketball and football, those sports are hard on the body, hard on the knees. Like
And
they're
you know what's crazy? Like, yeah, LeBron had that groin injury recently that had him
that's
out for a little
fake.
bit, and
I think he needed a break.
Brady tore his ACL. But other than that, dudes have been the model of health.
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
in
Like,
sports, we're like, and especially Brady, like quarterbacks, and it's quarterback play 3 straight years without missing a couple games. Brady missed a season and it's like, okay, I'm good for the rest of my career. Like he just doesn't miss games.
and it's crazy too. Is like if like one thing I'll sit and watch. Just I don't even focus on Brady. I just watch the offensive line. Like these dudes protect this guy with their life. Like they know if he could, they Miles Garrett gets a hit on Brady. Miles Garrett's looking to kill
Yeah,
somebody.
because Tom Brady's like these dudes' father, bro. Like he yells at them, and he's double their age. So it's like, wait, hold on, what was happening?
like I just don't like I don't want Tom Brady to get hurt. Don't get me wrong, but like if he gets that one good hit, I think he might just call it quits. Like he's got rang up. Like I think that quarterback hit he took in like 2006. Who was it? I don't even remember. It was some defensive end for the Cowboys. Like he took a great hit, but he doesn't take many hits like that anymore. Like,
Yeah, but like also older quarterbacks, like they know how to get rid of the ball before they get hit.
oh
And if they
yeah,
do end up getting popped, they know when to get rid of the ball enough that like, yeah, say they got popped, like at least they're getting 15 yards out of it.
oh yeah, 100%. Like I can't disagree with that. Like it's like Aaron Rodgers. Like that, you can see that dude's aging, right?
No, Aaron Rodgers is like the smartest dude I've ever seen.
Oh
This
no,
dude is he knows every game I watch Aaron Rodgers play, I see at least one free play where they jump off sides. I see at least one play where they catch with the defense with 12 men on the field. Like
fundamentals.
he is the master and his hard count. It's like it's like you watch these other dudes quarterbacks, especially this year with COVID and no like very little fans or no fans at all. You
Yeah.
hear every quarterback's hard count, right?
Oh
So it's
yeah.
like, like you hear all of them, and it's rare that somebody jumps off sides. You watch Aaron Rodgers, it's like every time he uses the hard count, someone's jumping.
Like, dude, that's we got to talk about Green Bay's situation right now. I like
Green
that's
Bay's rolling.
like, and think about it too. How old Aaron Rodgers now? 38, 6,
Yeah,
7,
I think it's
somewhere
30.
around there.
I'll look it up.
Like, it's Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers. Like that's like obviously you've seen those duos like Moss and Brady and all these duos that are good.
Rodgers is
But
37.
37, like you got a guy who's 37 in a young Devonte Adams who backed up Jordy Nelson and what's that other guy's name? 2013 Packers. Nelson, and somebody else. But when you gave him the opportunity to shine, like this year, like when they needed him, like he showed up. Like that duo, I swear we won't see a better duo right now, just because of the statue of Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Like,
Think about like hold on. Think about the skill positions for the Packers really quick. So you got Aaron Rodgers. Probably he's playing like he's the MVP this year. So he's playing like the best quarterback. Even if he's not at his age, like maybe he's Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, like some. He's playing like the best quarterback this year.
oh yeah,
Then you got Aaron Jones, who's a top 10 running back, top 7, I would
but
say.
he's a dog when he gets to the
He
line.
is so he's hard to tackle. Like
It's a
he's
big
underrated.
dude.
Then you got Devontae Adams. I would say right now the best receiver in the league. Second best. I still give it to D Hop. Second best.
Yeah,
But like he's the only one really
D
trying.
Hop
So
Diggs. You know.
yeah. And then Jair Alexander. I don't know how anybody can say like Jalen Ramsey or Jair Alexander is better. I'm not gonna lie, like I always just go 1A, 1B. I can't decide between the two. They are both just so good when I watch them. Like their footwork, their technique, it's insane.
I tell you the total stats when Jair is guarding the number one receiver for 17 weeks. You just take a guess how many catches in total the receivers have in yards.
I just seen this.
I know you did.
It's like 30.
It's a look. It's 30 catches per out of 17 receivers in the league for 17 weeks. 30 catches and 98 yards.
Yeah, I think it's a number one.
He's guarded
in total, like with every receiver and when he's the closest defender, it's more. But that's because there are zone coverages and stuff like that. But like
I'm
when
talking
he's matched up one on one, man to man. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, like that's his stats, and he's guarded some of the best receivers in the game. AJ Brown, DK, like this guy is no joke. And it's crazy because you don't hear about his name that much. You just don't. You don't hear him like Tyler.
Like, Jalen Ramsey is kind of like he's the loudmouth big dog. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like he's gonna talk the talk and he's gonna back it up. Like he talks a big talk and he backs it up. But Jair Alexander is he's quiet. You don't hear about him.
No,
he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna shut you down.
And that's crazy too, because like I sat there and I watched the game. I think it was Saturday.
Saturday.
And I watched them and I was just looking. I was like, this is crazy. It's nuts that this guy just his footwork, his balance, his hip movement, his hip rotation, like it's absolutely insane. Like obviously, like everybody in the league has that fundamentals, but like this guy's quick.
Yeah, it's like I have on the Eagles, like we have a pro. He's a little older, like in Darius Slay. He's a little older, so he's not no number. But like you watch him, like he still gets targeted and stuff like that. Like Darius Slay is still Darius Slay. Like he's still good lockdown corner and all. But like the difference between that and all, but like a dude like Jair Alexander or Jalen Ramsey, it's like you were told as a quarterback, unless you're Patrick Mahomes, don't target him.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You don't target him.
Like
if you're a young quarterback, if you're a rookie quarterback like a Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow, you're young, you're good, you're talented. It doesn't matter. You will be told, do not target them. Do not throw the ball their way.
I agree 100%. Like it's no joke when you talk about I think the top, I'm gonna say top 3 cornerbacks in the league. I got Jair, Jalen.
You still gotta give it to Stephon Gilmore. You still gotta put him up there. People are forgetting about him because the Pats were quiet this year, but he's still a lockdown number 1. He's still.
I'll do top 4 then.
He was defensive player of the year last year.
Yeah, I mean,
that's impressive.
No, it's very impressive, but obviously we didn't hear much from him this year. But
yeah, he like injuries shit like that. But
and it sucks too. Like, what was I about to say? I feel like the Rams had a great shot, obviously, but you're going up against a great team. Like it's hard. Like the one thing that I realized in playoff time in football, when you get down to the Patrick Mahomes, the Aaron Rodgers, the Tom Brady's, it's hard to beat them. They play a mental game and it's tough. 24/7.
Playoff games are awful faster. If you realize.
Oh yeah.
I was watching the what's it called, the Browns Chiefs game today, and each quarterback had one time with the ball. First quarter's done.
I know.
But when Mahomes got the ball the second time, and halfway through his drive, the quarter ended. Like you don't have all these drives to go up. Like in the regular season, right? You're down like 2 touchdowns beginning of the fourth, and you have the ball. It's like okay, you have time. There's plenty of time still. There's a lot of football left. It's the playoffs. You're down 2 touchdowns, and it's your ball. If you're not on the other team's side of the field, it's like okay, yeah, you gotta start hurrying it up. You gotta start
Oh
because
yeah,
like
no, like
games
the
just go by faster. There's more running involved. There's more staying in bounds. There's more quick receptions. There's not there's like in the regular season there's shots.
mhm.
Like a lot of teams will take shots like 2nd and 1. Okay, play action. We're gonna take a deep shot. No, it's 2nd and 1. You just get the first down.
Yeah,
Get it.
like
Like,
it
we're not gonna get the third down. Just get the first. The clock stays rolling and rolling and rolling.
it's crazy too because like how you realize how fast paced it is if you take I think the run breakdown or the play breakdown was I think it was 80% of the game was run handoffs and carries and I think it was like 81 and then it was like 19 of passing like the time of possession in between teams like your whole objective when you get in the playoffs especially this deep do your job get in get out stay in bounds that's it that's all you want to do because the more you wait the more time you give somebody else like a team like Cleveland who almost had a chance to win the game
And
to
then like you think of Cleveland too, bro, and you think of like the little things in the regular season in the NFL, like with the same thing with the clock. Like, I'm gonna go there. The Browns clock management was terrible.
oh it
It
was
was atrocious. Okay, there was a bad challenge, and as soon as they challenged it, like we haven't even seen the slow mo replay yet, and I immediately put it into the group chat. I said bad challenge. It's a
oh
terrible challenge.
it was
Because let's say it was reversed, right? Let's say somehow the ball did end up hitting the ground. They get that timeout back. What is the risk of the reward? The ball didn't look incomplete. Yeah, it looked awkward, but okay, they're losing. It's like it was a good 20 yards, but
I don't think that
here's
20
what.
yards costed the game though that's why
Yeah, that's not what they lost the game off of, and they lost that timeout right there, right? It was a terrible challenge, whatever. Then there's like 3 seconds left on the play clock. Baker Mayfield with 5 minutes left calls a timeout. You're down to 2 timeouts left with 5 minutes, one timeout. I mean, with 5 minutes left in the game, and you're the one losing.
no
Like that,
yeah
that just can't happen.
like it, I didn't even think about like the time management, but like I went back and looked like it's crazy how fast because I could just remember like just I was cooking like 1 minute and then next thing you know it's halftime. I was like, wasn't it just the start of the second quarter? Like where did all this go? Like I I don't know. Like it's crazy how fast I think okay. I think the total game. I don't know what was the total game time of the day. I think it was like 2 hours and something. I think the total game time of regular season is 4 hours.
Yeah, and what's it called? Brady today. The play clock was like this is going back to what I was saying about Baker. The play clock was running low. It was about like 1 second. There was no chance Brady could snap the ball, but he was trying to. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
call a timeout. Arians did, and you can see Brady go back to Arians, and he was like he was mad. Like he was genuinely mad at Arians for calling a timeout. He was like, "I will take the 5 yards if I need to. I got it. Trust me. What are you doing? Why are you calling a timeout?" Like he was actually livid that Bruce Arians burned a timeout because of the play clock.
Oh
Brady's
yeah.
like, I can get that 5 yards back. Why are you burning a timeout? Like, we
No,
can we
yeah.
can use that later.
No, I agree totally. Like I said, and I'm just gonna say this: Tom Brady's gonna be the best quarterback to probably ever touch this league, unless Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, he's showing promise, but if he keeps showing promise like Brady did, I think if Patrick Mahomes wins another
The
ring
difference,
back to
the
back,
difference, the difference, like the difference I can already see between Mahomes and Brady is Mahomes now with his concussion thing and his leg last year. Like I'm not saying he's injury prone, but like Brady, we didn't see an injury in Brady till like 12 years into his career.
well, also
We've
let's
already, we've already seen like two like pretty like injuries from Mahomes.
yeah, like no, I agree, but like you also got to think Brady was never a scrambler like Patrick Mahomes. Like Patrick, don't get me wrong, Patrick Mahomes is not quick. He's smart. He's
You
not
know,
quick.
Patrick Mahomes led the league in what's it called? He led the league in third down runs, like the third down runs for first downs. That's
Oh,
like a crazy stat to have.
no, yeah, no, I'm surprised Lamar didn't have that, but obviously we saw how that went. But
Well,
we
because
just
the Ravens usually what's it called? The Ravens usually like pound the rock. If they're gonna run it on third down, they usually run it with their
yeah,
running back.
like I don't know the future of the Ravens.
The
I don't.
Ravens, their offense is run bad. I don't know.
Like they use what is it? What's that damn?
Like,
What's that
what's
playbook?
it called?
Go ahead.
They're just too run dependent. Like,
No,
I get
yeah,
it, Lamar run, but when they're losing, like they were running the ball down 17-3 with what's it? They're down 17-3, running the ball with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Like, what are you doing? Why are you still running the ball? Throw. It's not like read option with Lamar or like an RPO. That would be smart with Lamar, even like in late game situations, because yeah, you're still giving Lamar the chance to run and tuck it and take off, and he's explosive. But keep the option to throw the ball in hand. Like, why are you just
I
pounding the
agree.
rock down eight? Like that is
Nah,
that's just mind boggling.
I don't see their success going much longer until he could show that he's a efficient pocket passer. Because at the end of the day, yeah, bro, you could be quick, you could be elusive as shit, but like when it comes down to it, and they're stacking 8 in the box, like obviously there's play calls to defeat that, but like what are you gonna do then? Like when teams literally just start playing you as 8 in the box, you got every man on man, and you got the best corners in the league guarding them. Like, what are you gonna do? Like
Yeah, he needs to be able to make the throws from the pocket. Like, here's like how it should be. Kyler can make a lot of throws from the pocket, like right, and that's important. He can throw on the run. He can do this that. You need to be able to throw it from the pocket. Like, you need to be consistent from the pocket. You need to be like one game. Okay, yeah, I'll be a pocket passer. Like, because there's too many teams that just play the option that put contains around you, and you're gonna have all day damn near in the pocket. They're just gonna test you like you can't make the throw. You can have all day in the pocket because you're not gonna be able to throw it, and teams will test it like that. Test you like that.
and that's one thing that I think that the Titans did last year with them. We kept him in the pocket 24/7, and we just pounded it at him. And who did they play to get knocked out? Was it the Browns? It was the Browns, wasn't it?
Oh
No, it
yeah,
was
no,
Kansas
no, no.
City.
They lost. Wait, who? Who are you talking about? That got knocked
The
out? The
the
Ravens.
Ravens.
The Ravens lost to the Titans last year and lost to the Bills this year.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So I watched a little bit of that game. I didn't watch much of that game, but I just saw how the defense was ran. I think it was a two. They put the left outside linebacker and the right outside linebacker in a contain on both sides, and they were, dude. You could just see on that field how much they were communicating to make sure he did not run the ball. It, like he obviously everybody's gonna have their breakaway runs, but like I didn't see much that game like I
Yeah,
did
he had
with
like
other ones.
33 rushing yards or something like that, which is nothing for Lamar. But one thing I do want to say is that Adam Silver handled COVID terrible. The NBA season won't be long. No, he handled.
No, well,
So what? Here's what it is. Here's what it is. We start the season in December, right? He wants a condensed season, so it's still around the same timeline as before with playoff times. So they ran a condensed schedule instead of running an expanded schedule. What I think the NBA should have done is they should have had one day, like a Wednesday or Thursday, that had no NBA games ever scheduled, and that was the postponed days. That's when every game that was postponed in the weeks. Because what are we gonna have? Like teams playing back to back to back nights. Like there's all these games, so many games getting postponed. Because yes, it's harder with the NBA than the NFL because the NFL has a week off. They have a week to get tested and practice and close the facilities and all that, this, that, and the third. The NBA, obviously, it's going to be harder. I understood that going into it. But they condensed the season. There's more back to backs this year than there was in previous years. There's no 2 day breaks. Like everything is condensed because he wanted to keep genuinely the same timeline as before, even though the season was starting later. And now these teams are getting punished with COVID, and all these games are getting postponed, and some of these teams are playing with nobody that should be playing, and they're all three of their best players, their top players are out, and there's just nothing they can do about it. But I think if there was 1 to 2 days that were just completely like there would be like maybe 1 week in the NBA season where there would be no games on that week, and then all the postponed games would be played that week. And I think everything would be much smoother. Like I really do, because it would put less pressure on Adam Silver and the league to not postpone a game. Like, okay, you can't play this. There should be 2 different days. I think. Like one, okay, if you get early in the week, you could play on the Thursday, and then
hmm
like let's say you have it late in the week, and then a game late in the week, you play it on like a Sunday or a Monday. Like just a reserved day that was only COVID game, like COVID games that have been postponed.
no, yeah, no, I agree with that. If we're gonna talk about NBA, we gotta talk about the biggest news that went around: James Harden to the
James Harden.
Nets. you
James
know,
Harden went to the Nets to spite Daryl Morey. That's the craziest part of it all.
he, I want to talk about the Sixers because I broke it down last night, and let's talk about the Nets first. So what's up with the Kyrie thing? Like, is he playing? Is he
I
not?
think Kyrie's coming back. I think he's coming back. He was forced to miss the game due to health and safety protocols for being spotted at somewhere without a mask on,
Yeah, I saw that.
and now he's this. I saw on Twitter that his plan was to come back.
Like, listen, like I understand that this trio, like, is deadly. Like, all credits to Miami 2010 through 2013. Like, that's obviously the where this all
The
started.
trio, yeah,
The trio, like
the big three.
yeah. So like, but those players were team players. Don't get me wrong. Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and James Harden are all team players. They want to win, right? But you got three of the most dominant ISO people in the game.
Yeah,
One
but
that's
here's what I have to say about it. Like Kyrie, I don't think he can be effective without the ball.
facts.
KD can be effective without the ball. We saw that when Golden State. James Harden, he hasn't done it much, but he can be very effective without the ball. I think James Harden and KD together, just alone, they'd be perfect. It'd be a match made in heaven, and it would be. I honestly think Kyrie makes the team worse, and it's not Kyrie from a player's perspective,
Facts.
from a person perspective. I just think he doesn't fit. I
No,
really think
facts.
he doesn't bring a defensive like a crazy defense to it, where it's like, okay, yeah, maybe the offense hurts a little bit, but he brings crazy good defense to the table, like someone like a Ben Simmons in Philadelphia. But I really don't think Kyrie makes them any better. I think the fallout is worse than the reward.
No, yeah, I totally agree. But let's be real here. You're going. Let me put this in perspective. Like, we're talking. If it was just KD and James Harden, it's a great trio. I see them getting, to the Eastern Conference Finals. But I don't see them beating whoever they are, or even beating a West team like the Lakers. Like, I
I'm
don't.
sorry when I just look at like roster to roster and like look at the Nets and the Sixers and I just like compare the rosters. Like I don't see a way the Nets win. I really don't.
I
Like you call me a homer, but like I can really break it down and it'll make sense, but people just won't. Like nobody would listen because like I'll break it down, but it's a waste of my breath.
that's one thing I want to talk about the Sixers. I don't think the Sixers will ever win a championship
I'm
until
not
they
saying they're
get
going
rid
to
of
the
Ben
championship,
Simmons.
but I think they match up perfectly, as a team can possibly match up with the Nets. I think the Sixers are a matchup nightmare for the Nets, an absolute matchup nightmare.
No,
I'm
like,
not saying they're going to go on to win the finals. I'm not saying any of that. I just think they're an absolute nightmare for the Nets, just the Nets specifically. No other team. There's just a nightmare. Think about okay. So we have so many 3-and-D. Like our team is built on 3-and-D players. So defense. So we have good players that can guard a Kyrie. We have maybe nobody that can guard a James Harden. Okay, James Harden's maybe the X factor. But then think of Kevin Durant, right? Virtually unguardable. He just shoots over people and is almost unstoppable. The the closest you can possibly get to somebody being able to stop him is a 6'10 perimeter defender, all NBA first team defender.
no, I agree.
All NBA first team defense, not all NBA defense. Like, yeah, you gotta get that clear.
I
Ben
understood
fucking
what you were saying.
yeah, and then okay, that's on the defensive side of the ball. I think defensively we match up good with them. Now go offensively. Who in God's name is guarding Joel Embiid on that team? Please, I don't like. Who the fuck is guarding Joel?
Ain't Dwight, I tell you that.
Not Dwight. What's it called? DeAndre Jordan. We have
No,
Dwight.
DeAndre Jordan,
He's
whatever.
way too old.
Like,
He's not guarding Joel. There's nobody that's going to guard Joel. Then people are going to say just double Joel. Okay, Seth Curry on the perimeter. We haven't had him in forever. I think people honestly already forgot we have him on the team. He's an amazing shooter who just got COVID. We haven't had him. Okay, Danny Green. I get it. Danny Green, but he has been on the franchise for what? A month? He already tied the franchise record for the most threes made in a game.
no,
Then we have Tobias Harris, who can definitely knock down the three. Then Shake Milton, who has been playing like the greatest six man of all time the
no,
past
yeah,
week. And then
I've seen
Tyrese
that.
Maxey, he's not the best shooter, but he's a stud point guard, stud backup point guard rookie, and he can hit the three. He's just not super effective at it. So I mean, like I think just the Nets. I'm not going anywhere further. I'm just saying the Nets. I think the Philadelphia would be a nightmare to see in the playoffs. I think they would. That would be the one team that could just completely give them fits.
I totally agree. But here's the downfall with Philadelphia in the next probably 2 years. They got this is the God's honest truth, and this is the way basketball is played now.
Simmons, 3 first-round picks. Bradley Beal were contenders. Who's saying no?
Maybe. But Simmons gotta go. He's got to.
That's what I said. Ben Simmons, 3 first-round picks. Bradley Beal.
I like that might be the key factor. Don't get me wrong. He's just gotta
the
go.
problem with that, like we've been talking about that for years at Sixers fans, but now they got Russell Westbrook. That kind of ruins it.
It's just you guys will never win a championship until Ben Simmons is gone. Look,
I just want to put this out there. Hold on. I like just thinking of this lineup. Like this hypothetical word right here. Okay. We're not. We'll do Seth Curry at the one, but not really at the one. Like just he's at the one role.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley Beal at the 2. Danny Green versus defense and somewhat shooting at the 3. Tobias Harris at the 4. Joel Embiid at the 5. That is such a good starting 5 like players that match up with each other wise, and then go to the bench. Still have Shake Milton as our 6th man. Still got Tyrese Maxey coming off the bench. Still got Dwight Howard coming off the bench. Still got Furkan Korkmaz coming off the bench. Like we have a really good bench. Like I don't know, bro. I just want Bradley Beal.
So
I just want him.
So I'm looking at the records right now. Lakers are number 1 in the West. I don't know what let me.
The Sixers can't win without Embiid. Like that.
The Bucks are. Go ahead.
We have 5 losses. I think 4 are with when Joel hasn't played. I think we lost once with Joel. Could be wrong. No, hold on. We lost twice without Joel. So 3 losses without Joel. That's insane. Like we end up.
No, it's crazy.
The teams. Okay, I'll give the Nuggets one because that one we should not have played that game. All these games getting postponed, and the Sixers were forced to play that game. That's ridiculous. I don't even count that as a loss. Then we lost to the Cavs and the Grizzlies without Embiid. Like, those are 2 games that Embiid should be able to sit out and rest and be like, okay, the rest of the team, you should be able to win this.
No, yeah, no.
It's ridiculous. It's like watching the Sixers without Embiid, it actually pains. Like, I actually feel a pain in my heart watching it.
I don't know why he comes off the court. I can't lie. Or is it a health issue thing?
No. It's not like coming off the court, like off the back. Like when Embiid's in the starting lineup, it doesn't matter if he plays like no minutes. The team responds. And when Joel doesn't play, the team just forgets how to play basketball.
I mean, let's be real here. I think Embiid. Don't get me wrong. Ben Simmons is a good guy, but I think Embiid just alone on the court without Ben Simmons could win a game.
Oh, for sure. No, the team without Ben Simmons doesn't really see a dip. Like, we're fine. The only problem that we had, that we lost to the Hawks without Ben Simmons, so there's an argument to be made, like, we got beat pretty badly when we had Embiid and no Simmons. But it wasn't really because we had no Simmons. It was because we had no Seth Curry, no anybody. Nobody. We only had Tyrese Maxey. Nobody else could dribble the ball for us. So when Tyrese Maxey could break, we got fucked. Like nobody could dribble.
I think we should talk about some NFL retirements. Possible retirements this year.
Drew Brees.
You think so?
Phillip Rivers. Drew Brees, I think, is for sure out the door. Phillip Rivers is a maybe. Who else?
I got a wild guess. J.J. Watt.
Maybe.
Like,
no, I don't think he's done yet though. But
you don't?
It's not a bad wild guess, but like I think he tries to squirm his way out of Houston though somehow.
Oh my God! It is a contract ending this year.
That's what I was about to look up.
I'm almost certain that JJ's contract is ending this year. But look,
JJ was.
Almost certain he is.
In 2022, he's an unrestricted free agent.
I don't know. Let's go back and look.
Paid $17.5 million this year.
Let's go back and look on our NBA predictions. So, who did you have as Defensive Player of the Year?
I can't remember really. I probably said Ben Simmons if I'm gonna be honest. But I don't remember. I don't think I did.
I think your MVP was AD, wasn't it?
My MVP was Luka.
Luka, that's right. So let's talk about Rookie of the Year. So my
Yo,
pick.
yo, hold up. I want to say something. Rookie of the year, bro. I was scared to take Tyrese Maxey because he's coming off the bench, bro. I kind of regret that. Man is a dog. I should have just went with my gut. Man is a beast, bro. I don't care that LaMelo's doing LaMelo, bro. I don't care, bro. Tyrese Maxey's better, bro. I don't care. LaMelo's just on a worse team. I mean,
Bro,
Tyrese Maxey dropped 39, bro. Like, I don't. This man's a beast.
I think I had Jameis
Yeah,
Wiseman.
we had James Wiseman, both of us.
I mean, I want to see his stats right now. I think he's doing pretty good. If I
What's
cannot,
his name? What's his name is like first in everything for rookies, Lamelo. But I don't care, bro. He's on the worst team of like all the rookies. Like, congrats.
no, yeah, no. I think that, dude. I think we got to talk about the Lamelo and Lonzo game. Who do you think won that matchup? I personally, I think Lamelo won, but
I think Lamelo won too, bro. I think Lamelo son to his big brother.
I don't know about all of that. Like, he's still big bro at the end of the day. But like, the thing is with Lamelo, and one thing we're gonna get for the remainder of the season, he's young, he's gifted, the guy is smart, he's good at what he does. I think he's a better Lonzo. Don't
I would
hold
say
on.
better Lonzo for the one fact that Lonzo's defense is like significantly better than the
Oh
Bello.
yeah, like if we're talking in terms of offense, I wouldn't say passing.
Well, passing Lonzo's still a really good passer. Lamelo is definitely a better passer. I would say Lamelo also is like I think Lamelo has an all around better offensive game, but
Oh
like
yeah.
I can't just go out and completely say Lamelo is better because like defense is also really important, and Lonzo's defense is like just that much
No,
better than Lamelo's.
it's a top 5 defensive point guard. I can't lie. I think he's turning into that Rondo that can knock down the three when you need it, but play defense really good when you need it. Oh,
One thing I will say, bro, like I don't understand, but like Ben Simmons, he's just such an eerie player because you would think no Embiid he eats,
mm,
but he feeds off Embiid's energy. If you know what I mean?
no, yeah, it's
It's
I
like
can agree.
Embiid drops a career high, and then sneakily you see Ben Simmons with a 20-point triple double, and then there's no Embiid, and where the fuck is Ben Simmons? Embiid like Ben Simmons kind of just slips under Joel, like, and there's not really talked about, but Ben just kind of rides Joel's shadow.
No, yeah, I mean he's all over his Schmeat, bro. I can't. It's crazy. And after we get on top of this, I want to talk about somebody who hasn't touched the league in so long that can put you 15 to 20 points a game. But it's here nor there. We'll talk about that in a minute. Ben Simmons is always and will always be one of those guys who's going to feed off everybody else. He's not a team leader. Joel is a team leader. Joel knows when to just absolutely piss on everybody and win the game. I think Simmons compliments him to a certain degree, but it's not what the team needs. You don't need this paint smasher who could pass the ball and play defense. You got to play the meta of the game, and we're seeing that decline with DeMar DeRozan. The guy's a great mid range. His turnaround Jay's beautiful. His mid range is outstanding. I think it's
One thing I will
better.
say, okay, we were playing the Grizzlies last night. Ben Simmons, just out of nowhere, it was like this crazy. I don't know how to describe the shot, but it was beautiful. And just switched it. I was like, Ben, can we see that from you more? Like, even if you miss it, like, it was just a beautiful shot that went in beautifully. I was like, where the fuck was that, Ben? Like, what was it? Like, that was just beautiful.
Didn't the air ball a shot too?
The airball a three ball. Like I don't care. Like I'm not gonna sit here and tell the dude. Like I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. Like I'm like Ben, shoot the three. I don't care if you miss. And then he airballs a three, and I'm like, what the fuck, Ben? Like I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. Like I say, shoot it. If you miss, you miss.
No, yeah, 100%. And one guy I want to talk about who's not in the league right now, who is only 5'9", but if you put him on the bench and you
I know
put
what
him
you're
in
talking about.
and you put him in a position to go get you 15 to 20 points, he's getting you 15 to 20 points. Isaiah Thomas.
Dude, I wanted a flurry. They said I wanted a flurry.
Bro, like we gotta talk about Isaiah. Like the guy hasn't touched he hasn't touched the league in what two and a half years.
A
The
year and a
guy
half. He
year
played
and a
against the
half.
Sixers last year when he wanted a when the Sixers fan wanted a flurry.
My thing with Isaiah,
I was at that game.
Don't get me wrong, bro. I get it. He's 5'9". It's not the typical point guard height, but the guy is a complete stud. It's like J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith might be off the henny too much, but the guy can shoot. That's all. That's all you need him to do. You're not asking him to play defense. Sit there and guard a guy in the corner. I don't
There's this
care.
dude on the Sixers, right? Like I know I'm talking about the Sixers, but I'm like whatever. His name's Isaiah Joe, second round pick on a 2-way contract, and like I'm just using him as an example for like COVID and stuff like that. The Sixers were just dealt with COVID. This dude is an automatic shooter.
Oh
Like
yeah.
he is knockdown. Like God, like no, like every time the ball leaves his hand, I'm just like, yeah, that's cash. Like yeah, that's going in. Like now, like the dude doesn't miss. Like he's insane, and it's just like there's so much opportunity. Like if like young people like right now like aren't just starving to get some NBA minutes and just go out there and shine like with all this COVID and stuff like that. And, like they don't make the most of their minutes. They never will be that. Like right now, you can make generational money from just being a nobody second round pick.
Oh yeah. I mean, dude, it's easily a 900K a year, if not more,
Yeah, but
depending
I'm saying
on.
like you can like prove yourself now. Like now more than any other year ever in the NBA, like you have the opportunity to prove yourself. Probably on any no matter what team you're on, you probably will get an opportunity to prove yourself. Whether you're in the G League on a 2-way contract, like you're gonna see the court, and you're not just gonna see it when there's a minute left in the game and your team's winning by 30. Like you're gonna actually see some like crucial time in a game this year.
Oh no, yeah, I totally agree.
Like just like Isaiah Joe, like I said, the Sixers were down 5 with 30 seconds left against the Heat. Isaiah Joe knocks down a three. The Sixers get a steal. Joel hits a pull up midi. We go to overtime. We end up winning that game. Without Isaiah Joe, we lose that game if he doesn't hit
Oh
that
yeah.
three. But and then think about it. Isaiah Joe, if you would have told me that fucking a dude named Isaiah Joe, our second round pick on a 2-way contract, was even playing when there was 30 seconds left and we are down by 5, I would tell you were on drugs.
I mean, I would too. Like, who's ever heard of this guy's name? Come down, knock a three.
Yeah,
Like,
why the hell are you on the why are you on the floor? Get the hell out of here! What the hell?
but who like is Curry out at that time? Like, who else are you
Yeah,
gonna?
Curry had COVID. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why he was on the floor because like
Yeah, like
Sixers were
Danny
just
Green's not
decimated.
there. Like you
Danny Green was there, but we're not putting the ball on no Danny Green. All right, bro. Okay, we hit the three. We got the steal. The ball went to Danny Green to set the franchise record and hit a game winner, and he choked. So let's not talk about no game. That was the day he had the 9. He had a franchise. He would have had a franchise record threes made and hit a game winner, and he fucking missed. So we don't need to talk about no Danny Green right now.
I, I think the NBA season is gonna be a wild adventure with COVID.
I don't think it's gonna go on that long. I think we got like another month. Like I think like enjoy every NBA game you get to watch because this is about to get.
I try to
Postponed
watch
and
every game, but obviously I
I
work.
try to watch every Sixers game. Like I can't really sit there and watch things I don't care about. It's boring. Like when especially when the bench comes in, like about the Sixers, like I know everybody on the Sixers bench. Like I don't really give a fuck about some random dude on the Nuggets bench, bro. Like I couldn't care less. Like
The Nuggets are doing bad, bro. They're 6-8, bro. They're
yeah,
not
one of their
doing
wins
good.
is a fraud. One of their wins is a fraud win against a Sixers team with 7 active players. Goddamn bullshit.
Dude, you want to know a crazy thing that I figured out? So every position in the league of the NFL has a certain weight limit they cannot be over or under. Every pound they're over, they get fined $1,100. That's fucking crazy. Like
You know the crazy thing is to me, like if you play football and you make it to like the NBA, NFL, and you're like a certain position, like your favorite number can be like 32, but you're
oh yeah.
a wide receiver. If you wear 32, DBs are gonna laugh at you when you walk on the field because it's considered a scrub number.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that's the dude in the bottom of the rotation. Like, who the fuck is this dude? Like you have no options unless you're a quarterback of what number to pick. You're like, okay, you're a running back, yeah. You're okay. Actually, running backs have some leniency, but like, you're a cornerback, you're a wide receiver. You have between these numbers, or you're considered a scrub.
No, yeah, I totally agree. I think
That's like one of the crazy things. Like it's always made sense in the NFL and stuff like that, but like it's one of the crazy things. Like
it's a little
about the
thing
NFL,
that
yeah.
that a lot of people notice. I think it's like 11 through 19 on receivers and like 81 through like 88 or 89.
That's 10 through 19.
Post 10, that's good. Oh,
Deshaun
DeAndre.
Jackson.
Come on, DeAndre too.
Come on, bro.
Bro, that guy had 3 good seasons. Be quiet.
The dude is the reason why I'm a football fan, bro. You can't disrespect me. Like you, like I'll never. I don't care what you like. I will never let anybody just openly disrespect Deshaun Jackson in front of me ever in
I'm
my
saying he's
life. Like,
bad.
it will never happen in my life. Like, I will never let anybody just openly disrespect him.
He sucks. Period.
All right, bro. Like we can talk about it later.
You want to add anything else? I think we covered everything. I think
we're good.
I think one thing that we need to end on is predictions for next week. Who you got? You got Bills or Chiefs?
I got Aaron Rodgers versus Josh Allen Super Bowl.
Is that what you got?
And I got Aaron Rodgers winning. I'm sorry, Weaves, bro, but like I got Aaron, bro.
I think I'll take. Let me think about this. If Patrick plays, I'll take a Chiefs win by a field goal. If he doesn't play, I got Bills by a touchdown and a field goal, so 10. And Aaron's gonna win. I'm sorry.
I got Bills by 6 if Mahomes play. I got Bills by like 15 to like 17 if Mahomes doesn't play. And I got Aaron by like 13.
You think 13?
I think he kind of like dominates, you know. So like it's one of those games where it's not like a blowout, but it's also kind of never close. That's my thoughts.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Like I said, I got Aaron. I'm not gonna give a score on that. If I do, I'll say by 3. It's gonna be a great matchup. It's two great teams, two great wide receivers and quarterbacks. So I think that's.
Also, I did too much Brady praising here, so just want to clear it up. Fuck Brady. I wasn't supposed to sound like a Brady stan here, bro. It's just the dude's old and good.
I mean, like I said, like 43 and throwing it better than Brees. So let's just leave it at that. Sorry, Brees.
Yeah, well, fucking Mr. Goddamn Noodle Arm. We gotta end this shit. I'm getting real disrespectful to some places, bro.
All right, video. So YouTube, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, share it to all your friends, sisters. Like I said, guys, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll leave all the links in the description down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stelly, and I'll see you guys next video.